Hey guys, what's going on? Awan Groundwalker here today with the third review of the Spider-Man Vintage Wave. We have a very anticipated figure, in my opinion, someone who I really needed in my collection, the Green Goblin. I'm planning on getting two of these for the customization purposes, mainly obviously doing a black wash on him as well as repainting the eyes. And who knows what else, but I'm really excited to finally own a Green Goblin because I haven't ever, so I'm so excited. So taking a look, we have an awesome 90s image of Green Goblin on the left side with the clear packaging with the figure inside of it. On the back, we have not much else besides the cool head swapping functions, obviously, that we've seen in every single figure that they've released. I can't talk. A cool image of Green Goblin at the top, and then a description and the rest of the Wave's figures. So let's break them open and I'll give you guys my thoughts. Okay guys, taking a look at the Green Goblin out of the packaging, I definitely enjoy this figure. I don't have as many gripes as other people do, but let's jump into the review. Obviously starting with the new style with articulation first. Now his head can move up that far, which is awesome. It's a little hindered by this piece, which we'll get into in the sculpt, but not much. It can look down that much, which is awesome. It has some pivot to it, which is great. And then his arms can move almost all the way up. They're a little hindered by the scales, so they can go about that high. If it keeps, I feel like it keeps getting blurry, so we're gonna have to roll with this. If I autofocus, it shouldn't really do anything, so that should be fine. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, which are great, and then hand articulation, which is fine. Nothing special there. He's got an ab crunch, so he can crunch this far forward and this far back, which is great. He also has a torso joint, so you get this little gappage here, which doesn't look amazing, but still okay. God, I hate this piece, which I'll get into. This is one of my gripes. But anyway, he can kick that far forward, that far back. He's got an upper thigh cut right there. It's very stiff for me. Double jointed knees, and then he has a boot cut where his boots meet, which is awesome, and then his feet can hinge up and down very well, actually, for what I was thinking. And then they do have ankle pivot. So that is his articulation. Let's take a look at this guy's sculpt and paint details. So overall, there's really two gripes that I've heard mainly from everyone about this figure. I only have really one of them. Technically, the second's still valid, but I don't feel it as much. Now, the two gripes, the main one, the biggest one that everyone hates, are the eyes. So let's get a really close look at these eyes, just so I can show you guys why everyone doesn't like them. They think that these pupils are too big. I don't mind it. I think they're not terrible. I don't think they're too bad. I just, yes, it's obvious that they're not perfect. They could be smaller, but I like them. I don't think it's, something to write home about, that it's something that ruins the figure in any way. For me, my biggest gripe is this neck piece. Now, this is an easily fixable situation where you can just obviously super glue this, just super glue it down with some crazy glue, etc., and it won't be moving, which is what I will be doing. But it does bother me that that this is this. I'm also very confused why we still get back pegs into figures. Like, when are we ever getting stands from Legends that will work with these? Never. Like, there's no point in giving us that. I guess for our Green Goblin, it kind of makes sense because we might have from them. If we can use an old stand, it might work with him because he's like a flying figure, but still, I don't think it's needed. So anyway, taking a look at accessories first, he comes with his signature glider. So we'll move Goblin real quick for this. He comes with this. Oh, if Goblin can stand by himself. It comes with this glider. I'm kind of over this glider. The reason why is because Legends still hasn't freaking given us a damn, they haven't given us like a detail glider. This is so basic, and yeah, it's cool. It comes with like a peg hole on the bottom if you have a stand for it. But there's so much detail they could even paint on. This could be sculpted, so it's like an actual, there's so much, and it should be bigger. This glider should be bigger for Goblins, specifically this classic Goblin, so that bothers me. But I think I have a Goblin a while ago that I had that I might use that glider if I can. But either way, it's not a bad glider, it's just very basic. Next, the next accessory he comes with is this awesome pumpkin bomb. So you guys can see. There we go. This has been reused countless times with Hobgoblin, Demi-Goblin, I think, or Demo Goblin, and then the two Green Goblins. Nothing special here. Again, just the orange pumpkin with the green in the eyes and the mouth and the green flame. Looks good. A little bit of gray in here to, I guess, separate it. At first, I thought it was like unpainted material, but it's not. It's just to add some detail to it, so I like that. That fits in this hand, no problem. And now let's take a look at the sculpt on the Norman Osborn, aka, actually he does come with one other accessory real quick. Let's talk about that. He comes with his Norman Osborn head. I have this on the Professor X body. It can and is supposed to be swapped onto the Green Goblin body. You know, that's where it fits best. But I like it on this body. This is a very classic Norman Osborn look. I like the head sculpt. It's stern. It looks like Norman Osborn. I think the chiseled features, you know, the sunken skin in these areas. I like the hair. I think it all looks really well. It fits nice on this body. In case anyone was wondering if you have to, like, you know, really Dremel it out, or if the pegs don't match up, they match up well. So I have a feeling Hasbro knew that people would want to do this kit bash and did it, so I really like this. It's a cool little kit bash you can do. Now, hold on if I can get, yeah, there we go. So now, taking a look at Goblin himself, right there. So again, I like this figure. Basically, this is the exact same sculpt we got with the Sandman Wave Goblin, just updated paint apps mainly. I think the head sculpt's the exact same. I could be wrong, it might be different. Obviously the paint job's hugely different, but I love these long ears. I love the classic green. I don't think it's too bright. I think this is a very 90s, very classic Goblin. Again, I like the eyes, don't bother me that much. The mouth looks good. I like the little tail kind of bandana. It's not bandana, like beanie type of hat on Goblin. I like this. Again, I hate that this is so, you know, these move around, but it's also nice that it's not glued down, so you don't have to like work with the articulation too much. So I like that. I like the look. This is all just, you know, dark purple. This is like a pink. I like the green. I like the sculpted detail on it. Again, we've seen this with Goblin before. I wish there was like maybe a black wash on some of the green, but it's honestly pretty good. They're pretty pronounced. I like the boots. I like the pointed toes, although it makes him standing a little weird, but I like it. Size comparison time. So he's leaning a little forward right now, so let me see if I can fix that. There we go. I think he's fine now. So size comparison time. Let's compare him to obviously Spider-Man himself. Classic hero and villain right here. So I think this is a good scale. I think nothing's wrong with this. I really like that look. Let me put this back. Sorry guys, again, I don't grab my figures to, you know, review right away. I grab them just off my shelf because it's so close. Here's the Ultimate Spider-Man. So, you know, if you want some kids Spider-Man versus Goblin, I think that's a great size comparison. Looks really, really good. Real quick, we'll do the Pizza Spidey mold, the black suit Spider-Man, in case you don't pick up the new Spidey but you get Goblin. There's that size comparison. I think that looks good as well. Like I've said, they basically stack up the same height, the new and the Pizza Spidey and the new Spidey, so that works really well. Just comparing him with one more classic, you know, Spidey villain. Here he is next to the Toy Biz Sandman, a recently acquired figure of mine to complete my Sinister Six. Just wanted to kind of showcase him on camera. So yeah, again guys, this was a fairly quick review. You know, he's not super detailed, you know, he doesn't come with a super ton of accessories or anything, but I think he's a good figure. I think he's a solid put out by Marvel Legends. I think he's a solid addition to our collection of classic Spider-Man villains, and I think you guys should pick him up. Again, I might pick up a second to do some eye modding, but honestly, it doesn't bother me enough to really do it, so I probably won't, but I still like the figure. So thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you get all of the notifications for the rest of the reviews of this wave. And, oh my god, sorry, I think I have the hiccups. And you get notified about Shooting Figures videos. I'll see you guys later.